welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all doing well and having a very good day today. So today I will be villager hunting for Teddy. Unfortunately, Portia had to leave for that to happen. You know how much I love Portia, but thankfully I do have her amiibo, so it'll be pretty easy to get her back. I just got to a point where almost nobody else can leave, and I needed Agnes to leave ideally, but she just was being stubborn. She wouldn't leave. It was super annoying. So I just let Portia leave, and then I'll amiibo her back later on. And yes, I do unfortunately have to start turning back subscribers only mode. Again, if you've been on my channel for a while, I did used to have it repeatedly for a lot of my streams because the bot issue was really bad. And then for a while it got better, so I turned it off. And it's getting really bad again, so you're probably gonna start seeing it a lot more on streams until it gets better again like I did a while ago. But aside from that, welcome in everyone. I hope you're all having a good day. Let me say hello to you all. I can't see who's at the top because of my pinned message. But hello Megs, hello Jason, hello Valerie, hello Aubrey, hello Breadbird, hello Shiver, hello Batty Crossing, hello Gil. Welcome in everyone. I'm gonna learn how to play Dreamlight Valley. No worries, I hope you have fun, and honestly, as you should, because I love Dreamlight Valley. Me and Agnes have beef. Same, but it's only because of the one time that she auto-flipped from the whole Faith incident, and then, excuse me, she wouldn't leave today, so that's been super annoying. But hello everybody, hope we're all having a good time. I'm gonna reset as soon as I finish the European part of Katana. Do you have any, like, officially set in stone plans for afterwards, like whenever you reset? Because I know that you've been talking to me about the European part, but I feel like I may have gotten that a bit mixed up with something else too, so please forgive me if you've maybe already told me some details. She was my starter on my first island and she refused to leave. That's kind of how Mira was on my first island. She was a menace. I typed out the rules for my 2-island experiment and I picked out the villagers. Wait, what are the rules gonna be? I wanna know. I just realized I didn't refill my water bottle the way that I was supposed to today. I mean, there's a good amount of water in it, but it's not like as full as I would like for it to be. Hello, William, welcome to the stream. Okay, Elvis won't leave, I will sue him. That's how I felt about Agnes earlier. She just was not being very nice. Hello, should I get blathers and do very first villager hunt? I think that you should. Welcome to the stream, Molly. I do want to say, I should have mentioned this earlier when I was talking about it at first, I'm sorry. The sub-only command that I made is just for my mods and mods, I did put a 30-second cooldown on that. Just so I know sometimes like we'll like type commands at the same time and then like it sends like twice or even 3 times. So it's like a very small one, the cooldown is there. Yes, it's gonna be normal core. It's basically an island where I can do anything I want on it, plus not using Treasure Island, which is possible before 3 stars. I feel like that would slow me down a lot, and I say that because, you know me at this point, like I just speed run islands, and I feel like it wouldn't be impossible, but it would make it a lot harder for me. Kind of off topic, but this was crazy. So last night, I would say, well, it wasn't like totally nighttime, but the sun hadn't risen yet, so I guess it was nighttime. But I think this was around maybe like 4 o'clock in the morning-ish. Maybe, I honestly could be wrong, because I was really tired. But we had a massive thunderstorm in the middle of the night. Everything is fine and we're safe and whatnot, but it was super loud. It was crazy. And normally Luna sleeps pretty well at night, but the thunder woke her up and I felt bad because she was like startled. And there was like a brief notification earlier this morning that was saying we might get rain later today, like right about now. But everything looks fine and the sky looks pretty clear aside from it getting slightly darker out now, so we should be fine. And yeah, I believe that was Dobie. I only have to get level 5 friendship with 1 or more villagers. I'm kind of behind in the game. Wait, you mean like in Dreamlight Valley? Or are you talking about Animal Crossing? I'm not playing right now, actually, because like, I'm more in the mood to play Animal Crossing. But next time I play Dreamlight Valley, I want to go on another spree of farming Dreamlight because I need a lot of it. I want to unlock a bunch of other areas. It's been raining here all day. I wish it was raining here all day because like, I'm just in one of those moods where I feel like it'd be really relaxing and it'd help me to decompress. The villagers for Elwyn, Fall Island, Chester, Maple, Molly, Fauna, Snake, Marshall, Eric, Teddy, Shep, and Shino. I hope you have an easier time finding Teddy compared to me because I've kind of struggled to find him. Hello, Ghosty, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm talking about Dreamlight Valley. And do you have any characters on there that you feel like are like mildly annoying at all, because for some reason I just find Moana very annoying. I'm sorry. How are you doing? I'm good, thank you for asking. The only thing is unfortunately the bot issue has gotten bad enough where I've had to turn subscribers only mode back on. It's only for a minute though, so it's not like a super long wait to be able to chat if somebody hasn't subscribed yet. Sorry to go pack my backpack for my Disney trip tomorrow. You're completely fine, Redbird. It's all good. I promise you're fine. I hope you have fun though. Thank you for the bear vibes. And yeah, I believe that was Murphy as well. You know what I thought about, you guys? So do you remember how we talked about for November, I'm going to try that challenge for myself where I only have the month of November to make a normcore island? I think I decided for myself, my villagers will be like, some will probably be autofilled inevitably, and then the other ones, I can choose my villagers out of the amiibo cards that I have, just because, I don't know, I feel like it'll be easier. I mean, sure, there's probably at least 1 or 2 villager hunts, but for the sake of saving time, it'll probably be a lot of autofills and then whatever amiibo cards that I've got. Hello, Sophia, welcome to the stream, and I hope you enjoy your lurk. Teddy's one of my favorite jocks. Wasn't it Kayla Crossing that was hunting for him for a really long time, or did I make that up? Is the Streamlabs bot not being very nice today? Because I see that the commands aren't popping up. That's going to be annoying if it's not working. I don't know. It looks like the bot might be down, so that's great. I'm literally trying to get level 5 friendship with Moana in the game. Well, I did whenever I was trying to do that, because I was trying to get level 5 friendship with enough characters so that way I could get extra Dreamlight. And I just talked to her and I spammed giving her random gifts. I mean, I tried to give her the favorite ones whenever I could, but I also just gave her random extra stuff that I had on hand. And then after doing that for a good couple of minutes, I got her to level 5. So I would recommend just giving her her favorites if you have any of those, and then whatever spare items that you happen to have. Yeah, it's gonna be normcore November. I'm excited about it. I know it's gonna be a bit challenging, so I think that's gonna be the shortest time frame I've had for an island, but I'm excited either way. I haven't checked my villagers in a while. You should go villager hunting. You can go villager hunting at the same time. Probably early December or late November, I'll do a winter themed island. I think since I'm aiming to do normcore November, like that island only in November, I'm gonna aim to make a frozen core island like literally 1st of December, unless that's for some reason on a Sunday because I don't stream Sundays, then I would do it the day after. So basically just as early as possible in the month of December. The villagers for Mistwood: Lucky, Kiki, Muffy, Coco, Pietro, Cherry, Kat, Roscoe, Walt, and Matilda. I really like that you're incorporating other villagers. I just feel like don't get incorporated as much as others. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say that they're like hated or something, but they're definitely not included as much as others. Why is Animal Crossing the best game? Sorry for me to sound like it's not an option, but like for me it's the best game, and that's completely fine, Valerie. Like, you are totally allowed to think it's the best game ever, because, you know, we're all different, we can all have opinions, you know? I definitely feel like the series in general would have to be my top game series, and there's lots of other games that I like, I really do, but for a lot of reasons, Animal Crossing has always just been very close to my heart, even if I do get in the mood to play other games sometimes. I'm hunting for Teddy for my Cozy Fall Island. What are the chances? I wonder which one of us will find him first. I see this because sometimes whenever people go villager hunting at the same time as me, I end up finding the villagers that they want, and then they find the villagers that I want, and it's happened an insane amount of times in this community. I've lost count. But I wonder, who's gonna find him first? I don't know when it's supposed to start, but I saw in the news that we might be getting like, not like a super, super cold one, but like kind of a cold front. I also think this is Bruce. I'm not sure. Oh, sorry, I meant to pin you. No, you're completely fine, Valerie. It's okay. I knew what you meant. You're good. I also hope I find Teddy first, but I don't know yet. Yeah, let me know. I'm really curious to see who's gonna find him first. It's okay if you forget, though. Don't worry about it. Hello, Bird Brain. Welcome to the stream. Aside from my water, I did bring fruit snacks with me because, like, I wasn't, like, starving before the stream, but I was, like, kind of hungry. So I brought a snack with me. Hi, Lexi. I'm very sick and contagious. You have pharyngitis. I'm so sorry. Welcome to the stream, Harl. I hope you feel better soon. That's no fun. I'm so sorry to hear that. I would use the hug command to, like, spread positivity, but I think the Streamlabs bot is down at the moment. Unfortunately, because I saw Sophia trying to use some of the commands earlier, and they're just like not working for some reason. It happens sometimes though. Usually whenever that happens, it just means I have to like reset it. And I don't think I can do that while I'm streaming. I mean, I could try, but I don't know if it'll do anything. I just saw the first Christmas person's not even Halloween. Listen, I will say, I love that time of year because the whole vibes, like the coziness and everything. I love the energies, but if Halloween hasn't even happened, it's way too early. Thank you. Of course you're welcome. I hope that you feel better soon. If you need to learn, you don't feel well, I completely understand. Let me try. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like for some reason the commands aren't working. I mean, I could stop for a second. It's basically to open up CloudBot, which is the Streamlabs bot. I can open that through Streamlabs, which I already have opened because I'm streaming. And I could check on it, but I don't know if there's a whole lot I can do about it while I'm actually live. I could try though if you guys want me to. Because normally what I would do to reset it is I would turn it off, because weirdly enough, it acts like this whenever it's on. So I would turn it off, leave it off for about 10 minutes, and then turn it back on. But knowing me, I'd probably forget to turn it back on. So I guess I just turn off and on like without waiting, if that makes sense. I hope you feel better. Yeah, I hope you feel better too. It's no fun. Have any of you been struggling with allergy symptoms? Because I've still been fine about it, but I just feel bad for my mom and Ben because both of them have been struggling a lot with allergy stuff. Especially Ben, like he's been super congested. I feel so bad. I've been struggling with allergies at night. Have you been congested? He's been super congested. If so, there was this one thing that my mom did for me a lot when I was younger when I was congested. We would like get like a rag, or just like a small towel, fill it with really hot water, wring the extra water out so it's not dripping everywhere, and then like lay down and like put it on the bridge of your nose, and like it helps to like kind of alleviate some of the congestion. I like your witch hat, Lexi. Thank you. I don't think it's actually called a witch hat. I think it's called like a frugal hat or something, but thank you. And like allergies in the spring. I get it in the spring and the fall, but weirdly enough, it's not that bad this year. I feel like for me, it's mostly in the spring, but I get it both. You know, like the ragweed type of pollen that gets like all in the grasses? That I'm really allergic to, but I feel like that mainly comes around in the springtime. I found Olivia and I realized she has no nose. I think a lot of the villagers don't have a nose. I'm going to be giving away Shino if anybody wants her. I already have Shino, but thank you. I just finished drawing a yearbook cover and I spilled water all over it. I am so sorry, Bird Brain. Is there any way that maybe you could like dry some of it up where it's still salvageable? I hope so. Doing stuff like that though. I think that was only a thing that we did in elementary school, but they would have students from every grade group do a drawing, and then favorites would get picked and they would use those for the yearbook covers. Let me just say though, if you guys went to my recent streams, I played Coral Island twice, and whenever I was playing it, the screens were flipped, so the game was directly in front of me and the chat was on the right. Whereas normally if I'm streaming any Switch game, the game is to the right and the chat is in front of me. And I like it that way. It's easier to me. And it feels so nice to have it back to normal because I'm not used to having it the other way. I don't know, I just feel like it looks weird. I don't know if you can see her, but that's Meringue back there. But I'm not going to take her. I was helping my younger sibling. Wait, was your younger sibling doing the drawing, or were you doing the drawing? I'm a little confused. Lexi sees Coral Island. Lexi, I'm gonna stream this hoe. No, literally, that's what happened. I had extremely minimal information on it when I started streaming it. I just knew that I was interested and that I wanted it. And I don't regret it. I still really like it. I do. In hindsight, I feel like I could have afforded to research it a little bit more whenever I started. Given I did want to have it be like a mostly like blind first time playing. But I don't think it would have hurt to have a little more information. Accurate each new cozy game. Exactly. For me, like, you guys know me, like, I try to be strategic about like when and where I spend money on new games, especially because like a lot of my money I'm trying to save at the moment. But sometimes whenever there's just certain games, I feel very drawn to them and I'm like, I need this game, I need it. I don't know why, but I just need this very specific one, and then end up streaming it. And it, like, I don't know, just that's how I end up deciding which game. Because there's a lot that I want, but the ones that I actually go through with purchasing are the ones that I feel the most inclined to buy, like the most drawn to. I was having drawn Eagle, but I was drinking water and accidentally tipped it over. I hope we're able to dry some of it up. I'm so sorry to hear that. At least it was an accident though, because, you know, on purpose that would not be nice. Like, I'm sure your sibling understands. I'm gonna weigh Raymond and Chino. I had Raymond at one point, but I kicked him out. The bird has betrayed you, bird friend. I forgot my label maker had flat batteries. Wait, like the wide batteries that are like flattened, or like what do you mean by flat batteries? How do you kick out villagers? There's a lot of methods for it. Generally what I do is I make sure that I've spoken to all of my villagers sometimes. Admittedly, I do forget, but I'll talk to all of them, make sure that I've done that, and then I will save and then time travel forward 2 weeks or 15 days, and then I'll repeatedly time travel forward and backwards over and over until villagers that I want to leave ask me to leave. Given today, I did let Portia leave even though I'm keeping her, and that was just because I only really need Agnes. I needed Agnes to leave because Goldie was too new, and Agnes was just being stubborn. So I let Portia leave, and I'll amiibo her back in later. Like at this point, do you guys remember with Hibiscus, whenever I was always like letting Flora leave and then amiiboing her back? I'm basically doing that again, but with Portia, and I also have Poppy's amiibo, so I'd be willing to do that with her too. There's a lot of other methods. So like, there's not just that one. That's just usually what I do. Sadly, yes. I mean, I feel bad. I hope we're able to fix it. And if not, like, I hope we're able to make a new one. I hope it's not too difficult. I'm so sorry. This villager's name is Mott, and every time I see him, he always reminds me of the Mott's applesauce brand. I think of Mott's fruit snacks. I think of the applesauce. I know they make fruit snacks and applesauce, but did they make just like straight up apple juice? I feel like they would. They say I've been playing Splatoon 3 a lot. I haven't checked up on my villagers. You should. They might miss you. I bought all the Sanrio amiibo cards and I realized I don't even have a campsite. Oh, you got it on eBay? Wait, do the amiibo cards at least work? Wait, actually, if you don't have a campsite, you might not have been able to test them yet. But if you have been able to test them, do they at least work? Because sometimes when you buy stuff like that online, they don't work. Why there's a person like you just are? Thank you, Valerie. That is so sweet of you. I don't think it's going to work because my Streamlabs bot is acting up and not being very nice today. It's taking an unannounced vacation, but if that doesn't work, I just want to say, like, adding hearts in the chat, that was so sweet. Thank you for the positivity. I doubt the bot's gonna respond, but the thought, it's the thought that counts. Oh, that's gotta suck, bird friend. Let's reveal that you hate so much has the thought bubble. Wait, are you talking about a villager on your island? Who is it? Because like there's a handful of villagers I just really don't like. I used to almost win switch, and yeah, they do. I'm so glad they at least work then. I have amiibo cards, but they were a gift from Ben, and since they were bought online, I was really worried that they weren't gonna work, but they do work just fine, thankfully. It's just kind of weird though, because they're like super tiny. Have you seen them? Like they are teeny tiny. And so yeah, it's giving me spooky vibes. I feel like that and like some tea in a cozy movie would be the best. Thank you for the hearts. There's one area you can test the amiibos on, and that's Harvey's Island. True. For like the little decorating room. Oh no, I know what you meant. You're a good bird brain. It's okay. His building is like, it's Chop Chop's the thought bubble. Are you gonna have him leave? Because I would let him leave. I have 90 small amiibos. I think I have somewhere around 75. Hello, Mr. K. Welcome to the live stream. Yes, you're gonna let him leave. Are you gonna autofill afterwards, or do you think you'll villager hunt? I know that you said that you've been really into Splatoon 3. I was curious. Static is so cute. I like the lightning bolt on his forehead, but as for his actual self, I don't know if I really like him that much. I definitely don't hate him, but he's not a favorite by any means, if that makes sense. I got 150 amiibo cards for Christmas, and they don't even have Lolly. It was on my old island. I feel like you would like have to get Lolly to pack that big though, especially because she's just so loved and so popular. I mean, I know whenever people put amiibo packs together, it's probably like a random, I think they just kind of like throw random ones together. But still, like I just feel like you would have to get Lolly. I feel like it's kind of weird that you didn't. Streams are just so fun to watch and make me feel so cozy. I hope that my streams could make you guys feel that way, because that's definitely a goal that I have. I'm gonna get you. I do too, especially like if I've had a really long day. It's nice to just sit down, maybe get like a snack if I'm hungry, or like get some water or whatever it is that I'm needing or wanting, and just watch a stream, even if I don't chat. Like it's just nice to sit and watch a cozy stream. I'm not a fan of the horse villagers, but Static is a squirrel villager. Isn't he? He's a squirrel villager, right? Probably go on a villager hunt. If I can't find a dreamy, then let it autofill. That's generally what I do. Like if I'm villager hunting on a stream, if I don't find them that day, I have a habit of just being like, okay, it's fine, and then saving the game and letting it autofill. Or I'll be like, okay, I will hunt later, and then I'll turn off the screen to let my Switch cool off, and then I just end up forgetting about it, and it autofills. I got 90 amiibos during my hunt for Lolly, and she was in my queue. I didn't even need her amiibo or the hunt. Wait. Oh yeah, because she was in your queue. How does that even happen? Because like, no, like, can't villagers be in your queue because they were from other people's islands? Because aside from that, how does it happen? That sucks, bird friend. I like to add Portia's your icon. I was trying to earlier. I was like, after I finished filming the Dreamlight Valley video and everything, I tried to. But I forgot what you told me. But there was effort made. You can kick out Agnes when you amiibo Portia back in. Oh, true, true. Thank you for the idea. I feel like Agnes is behaving the same way that Filbert did. Like, remember how hard it was to get Filbert to leave? Hello, Orchid Angel. Welcome to the stream. I named the instructions in mod chat just now. Because if you did, I very well might just like pause for a second just to go and do that to make sure that I do it. Because the way that I would genuinely be so sad, a while ago, I'm gonna try and find it then. I don't think it was from too long ago, because I mean, I'm gonna be so sad if I end up forgetting entirely and it doesn't happen like at all. Okay, I think I found your message about it. I think. Because you sent me a picture on there where you were like pointing to something with an arrow, so I think it was about that. I don't know, but I've been watching Owl House. I don't know why I'm not invested. I've been watching a whole lot of new shows, but it's just, I always like to rewatch things that I'm already familiar with. My only exception lately has been watching the seasons of Ink Master that I have not yet seen. Remember the Boots meme with you and Libra a while ago? Speaking of that, there's something to kind of reference that in the next stream highlights video, which unfortunately is not going to be posted until the very end of December because I'm still working on it. But there's a clip about that, and I'm excited for you guys to see it because it was really funny. I'd use Anka's Amiibo to help someone that wanted her. I love Anka. Snooties in general and the cats are good. I'm scared while she's doing something, just standing completely still. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let me go back to it. So since I have to click the Nintendo Switch Online app at the bottom, do I have to log into it? Because if I do, I might just like take the thumbnail that I used for today's stream to like cover the screen because I'll have to put in my login and like let's not expose my password. I say that because I have it set up where every time I open the eShop I have to put in my password, which sounds a little bit extra, but it's because this one time I was briefly hacked on there and it was terrifying, so now I'm like super paranoid about it. I don't think so. I don't remember trying to log in when accessing the Nintendo Online part. Well, if it does ask me for some reason, I'll use my thumbnail to cover it because, like, let's not expose passwords. It's starting to dry. Yay, I'm so glad to hear that, Bird Brain. I was going to be really sad for you if it didn't even really dry at all. You found Ward Jr. Do you like him or do you not like him? I don't really like Ward Jr. I just finished a new show and now it's kind of hard to find something else to watch. Do you rewatch things a lot like I do? Because I like the comfort of knowing what's going to happen. Like, I will happily rewatch a lot of TV shows and movies. I love him. I'm sorry, I do not love him. Whoever hacked you, I will sue. Thank you for the energy. I appreciate that. It was a long time ago though, like it was several months ago, but still, it was really scary because I got the email about like someone trying to get into my account literally in like the middle of the night. It was scary. And I got to it fast enough and got it sorted out where nothing else really progressed and happened. Like, it was caught whenever whoever it was initially trying to get into the account. Okay, when I get back to the airport, I think if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna briefly try and like change the icon. Just because I need my girl Portia to be my icon. I really do. I still have mod chat pulled up on my phone, so I need the instructions pulled up. Watching reruns of Law & Order, SVU or Modern Family. Wait, what does SVU stand for? How do I get past the screen? Like, hello? Bestie, I know what Nintendo Online is. Okay, you said, scroll to missions and rewards, Animal Crossing session. Okay. Okay, there we go. I don't know if I did that right. Sorry for the little detour. It had to happen. It really did. I'm gonna do the purple one. There we go. There we go. Okay, thank you for being patient. That had to be done because there's a very good chance I could have forgotten entirely. So thank you for waiting, I appreciate it. Back to the villager hunt. I will find them and come to their house at 3 o'clock in the morning and wake them up and slap them with paper, and when they read it, they'll be sued. Don't worry, I got you. Thank you, Valerie. No, because genuinely, I hope that never happens to any of you because it was extremely, extremely terrifying. Because that could have gotten so much worse. Like, I'm just so grateful that it was caught when it was. Like, I think if that email never got sent to me, I probably would have been fully hacked. Initial victim unit, that reminds me, I need to renew mine until online soon. Mine renews every August, so I'm not gonna need to renew mine until next year. Remember that one time I was trying to, I think it was a Dream Address Visit stream, and I had to go and renew my entire Nintendo Online that same day because I didn't realize that it cut off. That was so embarrassing. I'm waiting for Snake to be available. Shouldn't he be available soon though? Welcome back, Bird Brain. So should I call you Lolly or Bird Brain? I don't have mine set to renew. I always just buy the year one, and then the first time that I bought it was in August, so ever since then it just reminds me that I have to buy it every August. I'm off my vote real quick. You're good. Bird Brain just for the memes. No, you're fine. Sometimes whenever people change their names, they like me to start calling them something different, so that's just why I asked. It said the next villagers should be available after October 31st. I'm just gonna picture you at like on like October 31st at 6:01 p.m. like your time, and just like I'm on my way, like, and you're looking for the snake icon. Do they mean it that soon, or do they mean like the day after? I just joined because I took a nap. How's the stream going? Hello, Carefree Capybara. Welcome to the stream. Stream is good. We just took a very brief detour so I could change my icon to be Portia. But we're back now. We have not found Teddy yet, but it's okay because we're vibing. I did unfortunately have to turn sub-only mode back on because the bots have just been so horrible. It's only for a minute though, so it's not like a super long wait. I'll be back. You're good. Take your time. I don't think it'll stop them entirely, but I'm pretty sure it'll slow them down. Bye, Betty Crossing. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm curious to think. Hold on a second. I'm going to open up CloudBot because the Streamlabs bot commands have not been working today for some reason. And so I'm hoping that, hello? Apparently, Streamlabs bot was turned off. Excuse me? I don't know why it got turned off or how it got turned off, but I've just turned it back on. So I'm going to test some of the commands. Hopefully it gets fixed. I might need to like take a few minutes to like reboot itself, so I just turned it back on. Hopefully Teddy appears. I hope so too, because he didn't appear last time. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it would be off. It literally, I have no idea what happened, but it's working now, and that's what counts. No, I'm thinking after 6 p.m. because that's what literally is in the description. Icon for residents with October birthdays will be available until October 31st at 5:59 p.m. So I guess it's like a very literal thing then. It's happened before though where it's like randomly off, so it might just be like a glitch. It's annoying, but thankfully it's harmless. And if the hacker does it against someone else, I will come to their house again, except I'll throw the cat from Coraline, as you should. As you should. I love that you chose Coraline. I don't know if it's because you know that it's like one of my top favorite movies ever, but like, so I love Coraline. I showed a picture of it in the Discord server, but I have, you know the little doll in Coraline that looks like her? I have a replica of that, and then I also have a black key that looks like the key that she used in the movie. But it's like a metal version instead of like a clay version. Is Marshall one of your favorite villagers, Birdbird? I mostly keep the doll in the box, and unfortunately the box itself, because I've had it for a while, is like pretty scuffed up. But the doll itself is in really good condition. No, I just found him. But do you like him? And thank you for the hydration reminder. Hopefully I won't have to get up at some point to refill this, because normally I would fill it up all the way to the top right before a stream. And when I started, it was like a little bit less than being totally full. So we'll see. I might have to refill it, I might not. I do like him. I don't really have an opinion on him, but it's not because like, oh, like I'm just doing that to like be quirky or something. It's just because I haven't really had him, so I feel like I don't have very many grounds to make an opinion on him. So I'm pretty sure I've asked you guys this before, but I did just make a poll about it because I don't really remember what you guys said, if I'm being completely honest. It was a while ago, but in terms of lo-fi music on Animal Crossing streams, how do you feel about it? I put 3 different options, just I like it, I don't like it, and then I don't have a preference about it. Personally, if I'm watching somebody else's streams, I really don't mind. Like, I enjoy the music, but if for some reason it's not there, like, it doesn't upset me at all or anything if it's not there. Like, I'm totally down for whatever that specific streamer wants to do. I do like the music, though, especially if I've had, like, a stressful day. Generally, I have this habit of doing music on streams if I've had a stressful day, because it helps me to, like, decompress. Especially because my streams are in the evening. I like music. And when people think others are doing something to be quirky, I agree, because, like, a lot of times somebody, like, says, like, how they feel about something or what they think about something. It's not because they're trying to be, like, quirky or something. It's just because it's how that person feels about it. I don't know. I do agree with you, though. I found Coco. I love her. I love her, too. I'm gonna sue my neighborhood dogs are so annoying at this point. I don't ever do something bad. I will sue. Honestly, sometimes I get in that mood too. My neighbor has like 5 chihuahuas, and like almost every person on my street just has at least one dog. So there's almost always barking. But I bet you they don't like my dog either, and just because she's a Maltese poodle, so she's very small, and her bark is very like loud. It's piercing and it's kind of yappy. And I'm personally used to it because like she's my own dog and I've had her for a long time. But I can guarantee you my neighbors have heard it through the walls and I did not appreciate it. Speaking of the dogs, I think I can hear one barking in the distance, but it's either really quiet or my music that I'm listening to is drowning it out. Hello, Mac. Welcome to the stream. While I'm here, I want to look for a DIY recipe. I mean, when Animal Crossing until Elvis moves. I feel like I'm just emo in general. Like, I never grew out of it. Given I don't dress the exact same way that I used to when I was younger, but I definitely still consider myself part of that group, if that makes sense. Like, my music taste hasn't really changed very much at all. What is an emo? I don't really know how I should explain this, because I just feel like don't know how to explain this. I'm gonna see what Google said. Okay, so I'm not great at explaining things, so here's what Google said. Google said, a style of rock music resembling punk but having more complex arrangements and lyrics that deal with more emotional subjects. So if somebody says that like they like emo music or like emo style, they like that general sort of stuff. And honestly, I feel like Google did not do a bad job of explaining it. It was pretty accurate. Tad, my beloved. I think Froggy Crossing has been looking for Tad. I don't know if she found him. Emo music is the best music. I have always really liked it, like for as long as I can remember, honestly. And in general, I feel like I have a pretty varied music taste, but like emo type music has always had a really special place in my heart. Hello, Amanda. Welcome to the live stream. We have not found Teddy yet, but it's okay. We're vibing. 2009 was a good year. I was a youngster in 2009, but I do have a lot of good memories at that time. While we're talking about years though, I just kind of thought about something. So we're kind of getting to mid-October already, which is crazy. It feels like October started like 2 or 3 days ago. But you guys, I saw this on TikTok and like I'm like screaming on the inside over it. So you know what this TikTok said? It said that Christmas, for those that celebrate Christmas, is only 10 Mondays away. Like what? And we're only 2 months away from the next year. I mean, technically 2 months is like end of December, but still you get my point. Like we're already approaching the rest of the holidays and the start of next year. Like what is happening? Time is flying. Froggy Crossing was looking for Tad, confirmed. I still have no idea if she found him. I don't know either. I just know that she did a few villager hunts to look for him. I know, right? You guys, like, when I saw that, I was in complete disbelief. And maybe even if like the 10 Mondays was like slightly off by like a few numbers, but regardless, the point is that the other holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas, those are insanely close already. And this was not taking a picture taken in my local Target, but I saw somebody take a picture of their local Target store, and they already have a whole section for like Christmassy stuff up, and I'm like, Halloween hasn't even happened. Can you at least wait until after Halloween? I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. There's 2 Mondays until Halloween. Well, now I'm curious. I want to see if that 10 Mondays until Christmas was correct. I want to know. Hold on. Yeah, it is right. It is only 10 more Mondays. I just counted because at the end of the week where that 10th Monday is, I think Christmas is going to be on a Sunday. And the Monday after that would be the 11th Monday, but still, like, it confirmed. We have 10 Mondays until Christmas. It's crazy. My Target's a whole aisle of Christmas decorations already. I just feel like it's way too early for that. Like, I'm all for celebrating some of the holidays a little bit early, like, if you just really like it and it makes you happy. But, like, can we at least wait till after Halloween, please? By the way, you guys, Shiver and Carrie also make content. You should check them out. Thank you so much. I went to a party and I really like the dress. I just ordered it like a Halloween party or like a general type party. Either way, I'm happy for you. I have to start shopping. I told myself, so like this part does feel very early, but hear me out. Everything is very expensive at the moment, and I just know in my gut that everything is gonna get so much more expensive like later in the year for like whatever people are shopping for the holidays. So I think I'm gonna start shopping a little bit early, like late October even, because I want to get like this stuff at least for like immediate family and like some of Ben's family about now before everything gets even more pricey, you know? If I find Rodeo somehow, I will take him. But to be honest, I would prefer to find Teddy or just not find anybody. And I say that because it's a huge hassle to have to kick out a villager while I'm streaming, especially when there's like nobody else to have leave. I'm gonna post a bloop that has 3.5K. I swear sometimes whenever videos blow up like that, it seems like the most random thing in the entire world. Like, I don't know if you guys saw my Fae Farm video talking about that game Fae Farm that's coming out next year. I made a video about it because I want to stream it whenever it comes out, but the way that that video blew up for seemingly no reason, like, I'm still confused about it. I'm grateful, but very confused. Yeah, Halloween party, could I send the picture to the pictures chat? Of course you can. Why did your Animal Crossing remind me of Mary from Hocus Pocus? Hopefully I spelled that right. I still haven't watched the new Hocus Pocus, but I should. We were debating on what to watch later after the stream, because like, he and I both just want to like sit down and like relax whenever I'm done streaming, but we haven't settled on what to watch, so if he's down, we might watch it. But to answer your question, I think it's just because like my outfit feels pretty witchy. It's mainly the hat though. I watched the first Hocus Pocus. I still feel like I should rewatch that one before I watch the second one, but I don't know. I feel like it might also be a scenario that if I watch the second one anyways, my memory might get refreshed. Hello Barry, welcome to the live stream. I think it's okay, and thank you for the hydration reminder. I appreciate it, Molly. It's sent, I really like it. I'll look at it in just a second. I went to the movie watching spree and I watched them back to back. Like all the Hocus Pocus movies are just like a bunch of Halloween movies. Oh, that's pretty. I like the purple part. Is it like a corset? I don't have any corsets, but I've worn one before. I think. Gladys, don't even start, bestie. There was that one villager hunt where she stalked me, and I will never forget that. Oh, just the Hocus Pocus movies, okay. I feel like I always preferred Halloween Town more a lot as a kid, but that doesn't mean that I think Hocus Pocus is bad, because I don't think it's bad at all. I don't know, I just always liked Halloween Town more. Yeah, it is. Me and my friend are matching, so like, are you guys gonna both have the purple ones, or is like your friend maybe have the same style, but like a different colored corset? I see you hunting for Teddy. I might have to send mine away 2 days ago. Sometimes whenever I end villager hunts, if I don't find who I was looking for, I let it autofill. So with that being said, could you imagine if I let it autofill because I couldn't find anybody and then your Teddy autofilled? That'd be funny. When's your first I almost said Halloween patch. Pumpkin patch ever today? Did you get one? And if you did, are you gonna roast the seeds? The only reason that I ask is because I remember when I was a kid, whenever we got pumpkins from pumpkin patches, we would take the seeds out, clean them, and then we would roast them, and that was so good. I haven't done it in years, though. I've also heard that people, to make sure that they don't waste the pumpkins, if they don't carve them, or if they only carve them, like, for pictures or something, then they, like, cut it apart and, like, use it for soups or, like, some kind of meal so that way it gets eaten and used. I have Teddy on my island. Hello, Pickle Seeds. Welcome to the stream. I love the username because I love pickles. I haven't carved a pumpkin in forever. I haven't either. But now I kind of want to. If anything, I might get like a smallish one that's in good condition and like just roast the seeds and then find some other like cool cooking recipe to use the actual like fruit of the pumpkin for it. I'm gonna type a little poll for a second, but there's gonna be 4 responses, but I'll try my best to type this kind of fast. Okay, I typed that as fast as I could, but I just wanted to do a very wholesome poll. So I put, take whatever you need, and then you can read through the options and and click on whichever one that you feel like you could maybe need. All of it's anonymous, by the way, if anybody was wondering. Teddy's on my snowy island. Oh, are you doing like a frozen core island, or does it just happen to be snowing there at the moment? I'm a dude, but man, I love the ACNH Halloween dresses. This one was a custom design that I found, but I'm genuinely obsessed with it. And I thought about it a lot, and I think this full outfit that I have on right now, I'm gonna keep as my permanent outfit for this island. Thanks for the friend, Lexi. Of course, we're all friends here in this community. Next week in my culinary class, we are roasting pumpkin seeds. I haven't done that before, but we have carved pumpkins. I'm wondering what they will taste like. We were putting a variety of spices. All I really remember, because this was a super long time ago for me whenever we would do this a lot, but basically we would just like dry a lot of the moisture off first so they wouldn't be like soggy when we put them on the tray to go in the oven. And then I think we mainly just put like some salt, pepper, like very basic seasonings, and I think we put a little bit of lemon pepper on them. I might be wrong about that. Hello, Life with Loki. Welcome to the stream. No, we're not all friends, we're all besties. That's also true. I just made an outfit I really like with that dress, but purple in the import's also purple. I know there's red ones, but I didn't realize that there were purple ones, and I kind of wish that I knew that because purple's my favorite color. Interesting, I'll experiment with those. I hope it's good because I know that I liked it, but it's been, again, super long. Like, I mean it, because basically we did it a couple of times when I was probably, let me think, like less than like 6 years old. So it's been a really long time, and we just stopped going to pumpkin patches after that. I just remember it was one of my favorite parts of the fall time, and it was really, really delicious to me. So I hope that you like it. I'm still sick and I've been sick for 6 days now. That's no fun. What if you tried to feel better? The reason I asked is I was gonna maybe try and think of something that could help you, but I didn't want to like repeat stuff that you've probably already tried. I could use a good friend. I'm your friend. I mean, I know it's not really the same because we haven't seen each other in person, but I'm your friend. I can't use a friend. I can't use a friend too. I love you guys. What do you guys think of when someone says fall as in autumn? I think lots of nice steamy food like cranberries or something. I immediate thought think of like cooler temperatures, not cold, but like more chilled out temperatures. The weather being less humid. I think of like brown leaves. I think of eating a lot of soup, which I always do every fall. And I think of cozying up with like a soft blanket and watching movies. How long have I been streaming for? I haven't checked yet. Okay. Chicken noodle soup is delicious. Speaking of soup, have you tried making it from scratch before? Basically, all I do whenever I make it from scratch is if I don't feel like chopping up fresher vegetables, I'll use like frozen ones, and then I generally use bow tie pasta, vegetable stock, and then of course chicken, and then whatever seasonings I feel like using, which is usually at the very least salt, pepper, and garlic powder. While we're talking about soup, do you guys have a favorite kind of soup? If you do, I'm curious, what is it? I'm not going to say what I think of it because for some reason it always sounds depressing. If you think that it does, thank you for not sharing it, because like, let's not share depressing things, you know? Like, thank you for being cautious. I appreciate that. My grandmother makes the best beef and vegetable soup. I feel like homemade soup always tastes better. Like, even if maybe you feel like you didn't do it perfectly, it just somehow tastes better whenever you've made it yourself. My new favorite thing to say is meow. I mean, that's valid because I love cats. My favorite is chicken and star soup. I am such a baby child. There's nothing wrong with that. If you think it's good and it makes you happy, then that's what counts. When I think of fall, I think of pumpkin spice and the air getting cool, except for us, it doesn't get cool until November. Understandable, because it's the same for me. Like, it does kind of sort of cool off some, like, mid to late October, but it doesn't get, like, cold until, like, November and December. Coldest month is usually February, though. My favorite would be broccoli and cheddar. I haven't had broccoli cheddar soup in so long. I want some. But I did make that potato soup last night, and I'm probably gonna have a bit more of that for dinner because there was a bunch of leftovers. Best soup is cereal. Technically speaking, cereal is soup because soup is just liquid with solid pieces in it that you eat, and that's what cereal is. So technically, ramen is a soup. So is it tonkatsu or so? Ramen is my favorite. Love a classic lentil soup. There's this canned one that we get from the grocery store that's a lentil soup, and like I know that's not homemade, but I like to take that and then kind of adjust it myself with different spices, like some noodles and whatnot to freshen it up. But like I like lentil soup as well. Lentils are also just really good for you. And yeah, I agree. Cereal does count as a soup because technically speaking, what it is, it's the definition of a soup. I like chicken tortilla soup. I have not tried that kind. Is it good? Or well, you said that you liked it, but like, what does it taste like? Do you watch anime? Not really. I'm not opposed to it, but I just have a hard time sticking to it. This villager is very cursed. If you don't recognize him, I had this one stream where I was trying for over an hour to kick him out, and then I realized at the very end of the stream that he wasn't leaving because he was my newest villager, because at the time I didn't know that was a thing in Animal Crossing. And the way that I ended the stream, just because I was so frustrated. Kind of, yeah, cereal is a breakfast soup. I feel like it's like a sweet breakfast soup. Oh, it's still like in sewing clothes. Okay, I got you. I found Bubbles. Are you gonna take her? Also, under our stomach's basically soup. Yes, but it's kind of gross to think about. Because by definition of what soup is, I guess your stomach acid in its contents could be soup. But would not be very good. It would taste really, really awful. And I'm pretty sure my stomach is an organ. I think shiver means like the contents in your stomach. Now I want chicken noodle soup. I already ate it so many times recently, but I'm gonna eat even more of the potato soup after the stream. This was so good. All I really put in mine is like shredded cheese, a bit of butter, salt, and then pepper. It's really good. Stomach acid is an acid, hence the name, but like it's still a liquid. Else would that make cleaning detergent a soup, which it isn't? I think the only reason that wouldn't count is because it's really bad for your body. Like, it would harm you if you were to eat it. I hope you enjoy your Lurk, Bedbird. I'm gonna make a sandwich. No worries. What kind of sandwich, though? I'm curious. You can't just say that and then not tell me what kind of sandwich. Oh, peanut butter and jelly. I have always said this, but I feel like sometimes just a plain peanut butter and jelly sandwich genuinely tastes really good. How do you guys feel about crunchy peanut butter? I know some people really like it and some people really don't like it. Like my sisters don't really like it. I love crunchy peanut butter though. The cat is sitting with me and she looks super cute. Take a picture. Send it in Discord right now if you want to, because I'm all about the cat pictures. No crunchy peanut butter is a no. That's what my sisters would say. Crunchy is good. I like the crunchy peanut butter. As for jelly, the only kinds that I really like are strawberry and grape. But for jam, I do like red plum jam. It's really good, to me at least. Not too fond of peanut butter in general. One of my cousins doesn't like peanut butter at all. Like, doesn't matter what kind, like she doesn't like any of it. I do like peanut butter a lot, but I feel like for some reason the smell makes my eyes watery, and I've never understood why. Surprisingly enough, I haven't tried it before. I think I might like it if I tried it though. Personally, I feel like it tastes best just with grape jelly, specifically. I hate crunchy peanut butter. I feel like it's like very hit or miss with people, if you've tried it. I like peanut butter and honey sandwiches too. That reminds me, when I was younger, I would eat these sandwiches and it would be crunchy peanut butter, a bit of drizzled honey, and then sliced bananas, and that was always really good. Strawberry jelly is best jelly. I love strawberry jelly, but I don't know about my oldest sister because I feel like she doesn't really say anything about it. But I know my other sister, Gracie, she does not like strawberry jelly. Strawberries in general, she doesn't seem to like. Hello, Lemon Cloud. Welcome to the stream. If you think there's a bee, it might be a fly. I haven't made my sandwich yet. Yeah, please go take care of that if you can. Especially if it's a bee, try to get it outside and like whatever happens, happens. I just feel like whenever there's bugs stuck in the house, if I'm able to get it outside, I try my best to. Because like I don't want to have to squish it if I don't have to do that. For a second I thought that was a rodeo and I was about to be really excited, but it's T-bone. We are currently 2 likes away from 20 likes on the stream. If you haven't liked the stream already, I'd really appreciate it if you could. It's free, a very easy way to support me. Thank you so much. I've seen on YouTube once like a bird rode on the London Underground subsurface line train. I feel like that bird must have been so confused then, because like a bird doesn't have the same mind as like a human. Like it doesn't understand what that kind of thing is and how it works. So I feel like it must have been so confused when it got to the final destination. Like it was probably like, where am I? For like one stop, but still, like I feel like that had to have been so confusing for that poor bird. At least I would be confused if I was the bird. Thank you for the 20 likes, everybody. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I really do. It's a funny video. Oh, have you seen it? I haven't seen it. It sat down until the door opened, and then I stopped, and then it walked out and flew off. Imagine, like, if it got on there by accident or something, and then it, like, accidentally left its family behind. That would be so sad. I feel like I've seen a lot more frogs than normal today for some reason. I don't feel like I usually see that many frogs on hunts. Whenever you guys go villager hunting, are there any animals that you generally feel like you see more than others? Because a lot of the time, I feel like I don't usually see a lot of frogs. But I feel like I usually see like a decent amount of birds. That's both tall and short birds. Keep the frogs away from Luna, right? If you guys don't know what Shiver is talking about, there's this one time where unfortunately a baby frog somehow got stuck in my room. And I tried to save it, but then my cat unalived it and tried to eat it. That scares me when that happens. So I have really long hair, and sometimes like whenever your hair falls out, since I have really long hair, it'll like get on my legs, and then it feels like a bug for a second, and that just scared me. I don't know if I said it already, but I think I'm gonna keep that poll up there for probably the majority of the stream, just because, I don't know, I want there to be something nice and positive for people to see. I actually don't know. It's usually pretty even when it comes to species, but I might say alligator or rhino. I feel like I see like a decent amount of alligators, but not too many. Rhinos, I feel like would be the same for me. The same as alligators. I couldn't tell, because I almost saw the ears at first. I couldn't tell if that was Doc or Hopkins. I might need to refill that. I hope not though, because I don't like having to get up during the stream unless I have to like go to the bathroom or something. I've got probably, let's see, probably like this much water left in it. That probably isn't a very good way of showing you guys how much is left, but I tried my best. I feel like my prediction right now for the rest of this hunt, I feel like there's a 50-50 chance we'll see Teddy, because I've done a good amount of hunts for this island and I haven't really seen him. I feel like it's a pretty split chance of finding him. If not, I don't feel like I'll see Rodeo today. I mean, you never know, I could find him, but I feel like it's unlikely that I'll see Rodeo. So I feel like the most likely scenario is I either find nobody or I find Teddy towards like the end of the stream. That's what I think. I love using the hug command. I really do. I was sad earlier whenever the commands weren't working. I'm so confused as to how the bot got turned off, because I didn't do that. I hope you enjoy your Lurk, Megs. There's a few videos of birds riding underground. So did they just get in there by accident then? I would imagine so. No, I accidentally pressed for B to do what you need to do. Living off my island, I accidentally closed the game? Oh wait, you immediately closed the game. I hope it didn't save. I hope it didn't save either. I really hope that it didn't. If it did, maybe you could get her back if you're by villager hunting. Sometimes on Treasure Islands, I do have villagers. So maybe if it ends up being necessary, you could find her at a Treasure Island to get her back if you want to. Your character is so adorable. Thank you, Gary, and welcome to the stream. One video, they were looking for bits of food, and they stayed by the door to get off at a station. Maybe they also just go in there, like, out of curiosity, then they're just stuck in there until the train stops. Thank you for the hugs. I appreciate it. Is that Wart Jr.? It is! We were talking about him earlier! And there's another one with basically lazy birds who rode the underground instead of flying. Me as a bird. I would do that. I haven't been talking while I got distracted. I get distracted easily. You're completely fine, Valerie. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I get distracted really easily too. It's okay. I understand. I don't think it'll be that easy. If it saved, I originally got her in one Nook Miles ticket. If you do have access though to Treasure Islands, you should, if it ends up being needed, that is, you could maybe look into see if any of them have her. It's not far between stops anyways. If birds get free travel on the underground, we don't. The birds need to start paying for their tickets then. I mean, given I don't really use that kind of travel, so I don't know if it's like tickets or if you just like straight up pay cash or something. But like, the birds have got to start paying their fees. Oh, by the way, this is super off topic, but there's something I want to share with you guys. So I know a lot of you don't really watch the show Ink Master that I watch. So for very brief context, in the season that I'm watching right now, there's this contestant on there that is, for a lack of better words, this individual comes off very arrogant. They're not very nice. They're very rude to a lot of the other contestants. And they got humbled on the show, and they were at the bottom, which basically on the show means if you're on the bottom, there's a really good chance you're going to get booted off the show next because you didn't do very well in the previous challenge. And because she had been so rude to everybody else and saying that their tattoo work was not very good and she was put at the bottom, it humbled her. So I'm hoping she'll stop being so rude to people after that. I hope that makes sense. I may not have explained it very well. I don't know, it just was... I hope this person learned their lesson is what I'm saying. It's a new game. We use oyster cards. What on earth is an oyster card? I've never heard of that. I've used a lot of my tickets already, but I do have some more at home, so if I need to go get more, I can. It's like a travel card is for the underground. So would you just like pay for one, or does like everybody have one? Like, do you pay to get the card? I hope my water bottle isn't loud whenever I set it down, because it's normally on the other side, but right now it's closer to where my mic is. I hope it's not too loud. If it is loud for some reason whenever I set it down, please tell me and I can put it somewhere else. Yeah, you pay for the card when you get it, but you can top it up with more money. So it's almost like it's like a debit card, but it's strictly for the train rides. I've been bringing it up from time to time today just because we've started to bring this back. And I didn't want to have to, but there's like the little reminder again about the sub only. I feel like though, wouldn't it just be easier to just pay in normal cash? I feel like it'd be easier. I don't know when I'll end the poll because I want to leave that there for a good chunk of the stream. But I don't know, it's so wholesome. I don't know when I should take it down. Because it won't be there the whole time, but it'll be there for a lot of it probably. Alright, Few, the thought bubble didn't save. Molly got a thought bubble for moving. I said absolutely not. But if somebody had to leave your island right now, who would you want to leave? Or like, who would you allow to leave? You know what sounds really good right now? I already know what I'm gonna eat later. It's gonna be more of that potato soup, but I think for a dessert, just some straight up chocolate cake or like brownies would be so good. Thank you for the bear bats. I appreciate it, Molly. Why is the song Speaking Animalese? It's, I think every song on the playlist for today is actually just by Demon Gummies. And I think that song, they just like included some of the Animal Crossing dialogue. It was cute though, I liked it. Mad Smile's easier using the Oyster card because as long as you have enough money, you can just tap the card on the gate. Also, you could just use your contactless card itself for the underground. But like, let's say if somebody didn't have an Oyster card, could you just use cash? Like if for some reason somebody just didn't have one, could you just use cash still? Or is an Oyster card the only option? And also you could just use your contactless card from the underground because it also works with just your contactless bank card too. Still the same fare. I'm sorry if I'm asking a bunch of questions about that one thing. I just find it like interesting because we don't really have that here. Remember like smoke animals? Did I just say smoke? I think I said smoke. I meant to say spoke. I do remember that though, and I will never do it again because it was embarrassing. I'd say I want Rooney to leave newest autofill, but if it wasn't my newest, I'd want Brofina to leave. If it was me, I would let both of them leave because I wouldn't want either of them. I'm back. I'm sorry it took forever. You're completely fine, Redbird. Welcome back to the stream. What kind of bug was it though? Wait. So, Carefree Capybara, weren't you just talking about Rooney? Because I'm pretty sure this is Rooney. I think this is. That's so ironic. I'm Coop Dude. Hello, Breadstick. Welcome to the stream. Would you rather me call you Breadstick or Coop Dude then? Let me know. My face hurts right now. One of the cows headbutted you right in the left eye last night. I am so sorry, Carisi. I am so sorry. Oh my, that sounds horrible. You think maybe like an ice pack would help at all? I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that you feel better soon. And you can use a normal bank card or you can use cash on some machines to get a ticket. I mean, it sounds like now it's not ideal to use cash. I just was wondering like if somebody had to, like if they could. Oh, it's just a fly then. I feel like that's better than a bee. So, Megs, you would pick Rudy the cat to leave? I like Rudy. I feel like he's cute. You want me to call you Breadstick? Okay, thank you for letting me know. If you had to pick a builder to leave, who would it be, but you can never get them back on my island? Like out of who I currently have. Obviously Goldie, because I'm not planning to have her for this island anyways. Rooney is haunting me through the stream too. He really said, I'm here to stay. He wants to be your bestie. Oh, that you want Rudy the cat. Okay, my bad, I got mixed up. I've been looking for him for forever. I hope that you find him soon. I can send you a friend request. That's okay, Breadbird. Guess was a Dr. Pepper. Hello, Mads. Welcome to the stream. I bet it's you. I wish I had a Dr. Pepper. It sounds good. You would choose Elvis. You would choose to have Elvis leave, or you would choose to find him. I know Elvis is a villager, but whenever somebody talks about him, I always instinctively think of the celebrity. We saw Rocket earlier. I love Pepper. Me too. People on TikTok, though, kept describing it for a while as Dr. Pepper flavored fizzy water. And I don't know how wait, no. I totally butchered that. Let me re-explain. People on TikTok were saying that Dr. Pepper tastes like barbecue sauce flavored soda. So, excuse me. Oh, just for him to leave. Okay. And thank you for the hug, by the way. I'll pour you a cup. I want some. Can you like send me over some like in a little bottle cap? Imagine eating a cookie butter and jelly sandwich because cookie butter is good. Cookie butter is amazing. I haven't had it in forever though. Sending a virtual Dr. Pepper to Lexi. Thank you. I love it. And I appreciate the offering of Dr. Pepper. Gonna watch it move in Discord server. No worries, Shiver. Thank you for modding and thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Gonna use caps real quick and not in a mean way to my birthday. Happy early birthday, Mads. I hope you have a great birthday tomorrow. I love that we just collectively seem to like Dr. Pepper, at least most of us. I say most because there might be some people that don't like it that haven't said anything yet. The Burger King drink machines have cherry Dr. Pepper. Excuse me, I've never even seen cherry Dr. Pepper. I feel like maybe I made this up, but I swear I feel like I've seen a vanilla Dr. Pepper before. been waiting to eat some JoJo's and a pretzel from the mall. Wait, what's a JoJo's? Mia doesn't drink soda. I'm trying to be better about it, but I do still drink a lot of it. I've gotten a bit better. Mainly because I deliberately had my mom like stop buying as many of them from the store, so that way I'd stop drinking as many. I tend to get some every time I go to work though. How do you guys feel about orange soda? I like it, but I have to be in a really specific mood for it. Yeah, I think I'm running out of water now, but it'll be okay. I'm far enough into the stream now where I don't feel like getting up to refill, so if I run out, then I run out. Orange soda's okay. I like grape soda. I like orange soda and grape soda, but I feel like I have to be, again, for both of them, in a really specific mood to be craving it, which isn't often, but I do like it. I'm the same way about orange soda, Lexi. I'm like that with a lot of foods and drinks where it's just like, I like it, but I have to be in a very, very specific mood to want to eat or drink whatever it is. I could not sleep last night and I watched the first Hocus Pocus movie and All Over the Garden Wall from start to finish. When I saw that, for some reason, my brain misinterpreted that as like Olive Garden, like the restaurant, and I was like, what? I didn't know it's an Olive Garden movie. My friend drinks sparkling water out of those fancy gold cans. She also eats Takis without drinking milk. It's really unhealthy, so I don't recommend doing this. But if I wanted to, I could easily sit and eat an entire bag of, like, the big bag of Takis. No problem. And they're really good, but I don't recommend eating an entire bag like that because that is way too much sodium to be taking in at once. Orange soda is okay. It's definitely not my favorite, but I do like it. I have an incredibly low spice tolerance. Oh, I love spicy food. I love spicy food. And I feel like because I've eaten so much of it in my life, my tolerance for it is pretty high. I like spicy, but not too much spicy. While we're talking about this, for anybody else that hasn't answered already, how would you feel that your spice tolerance is? Like, how well do you think you tolerate spicy food? And do you like it? Look, you already watched Over the Garden Wall. I ate a Taki. The spice lasted for over 15 minutes. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I only do this if I'm the only one eating them, because if I'm sharing the Takis with somebody else, of course I'm not gonna do that because they'd be really unsanitary. But if I'm eating them by myself, I like to take the Takis one by one and just like lick the powder off, because it tastes really good. I don't know if Takis are not spicy. I feel like sometimes each bag tastes different. Like sometimes some of them are a lot spicier than others, I've noticed. I'm not spicy food. Do you not like it, Lemon Cloud? I love spicy food. You feel like it's mild? I feel like the only reason my spice tolerance has gotten as high as it has is because I have genuine memories as a kid where I would be gifted jars of salsa, and I was always given spicy food with whatever my meals were. And I remember being like at restaurants, you know how like with a lot of sit-down restaurants you get like little appetizers that they give you, even if it's just a little bit. There were these restaurants we'd go to where you'd get like sliced jalapenos, and I was just always eating that as a snack. And I think since I did that so much as a kid, it's like built up my tolerance a lot. I can't tolerate it, unfortunately. I feel like it's understandable though, because like the capsaicin, especially whenever it's, because capsaicin makes food spicy, whenever it's eaten in large quantities, it can be like not so comfortable on your intestines. I can tolerate a couple Takis, but not all at once. Like those crazy people out there, I'm not skilled at spice. I feel like I could be considered a crazy person in that sense, because I would absolutely just eat a whole bag if I wanted to for some reason. No, but I don't like spicy food. That's totally valid. I feel like it's one of those food categories that's just not for everybody, and that's okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, probably 3.2. 1 being can't handle spice at all. I feel like if I had to rate my spice tolerance, 1 being I can't handle spice at all, and 10 being like completely unfazed by any of it, no matter how spicy it was, I'd rate mine, I feel like a 7. Not a 10, but definitely a lot higher than a 1 as well. My sister likes spicy. I love spicy. I really do. Team Hot Cheetos. I don't think Shiver is here anymore, but I remember he told me that he would eat Cheetos with milk. And part of me still doesn't know if he's being completely serious or not. I've been done with my sandwich, but I still need food. No worries, Breadbird. Take your time. If you want to lurk while you eat, that's completely fine. I still have flaming hot Cheetos. I can't eat them anymore. Do you guys, with hot Cheetos, if you like them, do you like them with or without the lime? Because there's like the normal hot Cheetos and then there's the lime hot Cheetos. I like the lime ones. I mean, I like both, but I prefer the kind with lime in it. My favorite chips are spicy though. Most of the chips that I like, I feel like are spicy to some degree. I've eaten a full bag of Takis, but I have not done it lately. I haven't done it lately either, but if for some reason like I was craving the Takis and I had the extra money to go and buy snacks, then I could do it if I wanted to. I mainly just don't do it as much because I've realized now that I'm older that having that much sodium all at once is really not good for you. Since it's bad for me, I just feel like in general it's not very healthy. But like, admittedly I've done it before. Oh, and just as a reminder, here are the builders overall that I'm wanting for this island. I think for the November Normcore challenge that I'm gonna do next month, I'm not gonna like plan a strict setup of builders for it just because I'm already gonna be on a huge time constraint. I think I'm just gonna be fairly open to at least most builders, unless like, I mean, there's some builders that I really would rather not have, but for the most part, I think I'll be pretty open to like almost any villager. I think my biggest focus will just be on decorating it enough and making it look in a way that I like. And you know what else I was thinking of? I was thinking about this earlier. So where I am right now, technically in October, the grass is still fairly kind of greenish. And I think whenever I'm done with this island, I'm gonna time travel deliberately to November where the grass is super like brown and crispy and just do that for the dream dress and then fix the date afterwards whenever I start making the new island. Just because for the dream dress, I'd rather the grass not be green. I would much prefer it to be brown because I feel like it would fit the theme so much better than the green grass. If you saw me doing that just now, that was me cracking my back and my neck. I feel like I do that throughout the stream just because I have a habit of always popping my joints and just feels good to get a little stretch in while I'm sitting down. I feel like in terms of decorating, I've decorated like 60% of my island. There's like a handful of areas that need to be worked on, but I feel like the areas that I have worked on are pretty much done and they cover a good amount of space. Like I need to work on an idea for the entrance, and for the upper area of the map where like the bulk of the villager houses are, that needs to be worked on a bit. But those are the main spots. The only other spot that I can think of that would need to be worked on too is the area to the left of the museum, because I want to turn that into a scarecrow area. I just don't have enough scarecrows to work with right now. How many more builders do you need again? So excluding Portia, because I'm just going to enable her back since I had her leave to get Teddy. So excluding Portia, I need two, so I just need Rodeo and Teddy. Hello Mars, welcome to the stream. Hello, my earphones are broken, so I have to hold them at a certain angle to hear, but it's worth it to watch streams. Well, hello, and I'm so honored that you did that to watch my stream. That makes me so happy. Welcome in. I hope that you can get new ones soon, though, because that does not sound very pleasant. Let me just unmute myself. Marjorie True fan. Well, thank you. Thank you for doing that. Welcome back, Redbird. Welcome back to the stream. Fuchsia is a queen. There's a lot of builders I'll refer to them as a queen, and yet, like, I won't get them on my island. Oh, my ear is, like, itchy. Hold on, sorry. Okay, there we go. I have her on my Kidcore Island. I want to do a Kidcore Island eventually, and I'm not gonna lie, I mentally hadn't really considered her as a Kidcore villager, but now that you've mentioned it, I see it. I feel like she'd be a good Kidcore villager. I know a lot of you probably haven't, but has anybody at the stream at the moment, have any of you tried Coral Island yet? I personally have really been loving it so far, and I've learned a lot, and simultaneously there's a lot I still have left to learn, but I've been really liking it. It's fun, and it's very cute. Apple, bestie! We love and support Apple in this household. The villager, not necessarily the company. Fuchsia was my starter sisterly. I forget that she's a sisterly, because for some reason in my head, I picture her as a snooty. I'm eating Cheeto Puffs, so it's funny you mentioned Cheetos. The normal kind or the spicy kind? I've not tried it yet, but I might consider it. You should! I've streamed it a few times. Well, only twice, but same thing. Lesbian queen herself. She is our lesbian queen. If you don't have any context, basically there was this one stream, and I don't remember who exactly was saying it at first, but people in the chat were talking about Apple the company and having more pride flag emojis, and for some reason I thought that they were talking about the villagers, so I was like, what? No, it's like a little joke that we have. We need Teddy like right now. We do. It looks fun. I might get it. I think you should. It was only $25. I got it through Steam. I'm still confused about if it's coming to Switch or not, but I do know that it's on Steam. The graphics are also just so beautiful, especially the water. It's one of those games where it's like, it's really beautiful and I've come to really like it, but it's like a huge learning curve in a lot of ways. I understand the falling of maple leaves, as I call it. I feel like that would be a really good season for the Dream Address. What month and day are you on, if you don't mind me asking? I just wanted to know because I want to get the reference for when I should be making the Dream Address. I'm trying to put this wire behind me and it keeps going in front of me instead, and it's getting really annoying. It's not that big of a deal, but it's bothering me how it keeps going in the front. Hello, Caroline. Welcome to the stream. We have unfortunately not found Teddy yet, but we're still vibing. Basically, I needed Agnes to leave, and I do have Goldie. I need her to leave too, but she was my newest autofill, so she wouldn't be able to leave. So I was relying on Agnes to leave earlier, and she just was being stubborn and wouldn't leave. So I made a sacrifice and I let Portia leave, but I do have her amiibo, and I'm just gonna amiibo her back because I just didn't have enough time to keep trying to kick somebody out. So we let Portia leave, we're looking for Teddy, and eventually I will amiibo Portia back in. These are 2 million people watching. Thank you. That's so sweet of you, Valerie. I don't know what I would do with myself, though, if 2 million people were watching. Because there's already over 2,000 of you subscribed, and that's a lot of people. Like, whenever I think about that, it's crazy to me. Like, there's over 2,000, nearly 3,000 of you. That's just so crazy to me. That's so many people. Thank you for your support, by the way, while we're talking about it. Yet again, this wire has found its way into the front. It's not like I can just cut it either, because that would destroy the headphones. For some reason, the stream went back 6 minutes for me. That's weird, I'm sorry. Was it able to be fixed though? Like, did it fix itself? If not, you could always try like refreshing it, see if that helps. Fix it, I'm so glad. I don't know why I did that though, it's kind of weird. Maybe at some point it buffered, maybe you didn't notice. I know that you were eating earlier, so maybe it buffered and you didn't see, and then it was behind by a lot. I know that does happen sometimes. How's the hunt? Welcome back, Bird Brain. We have still not seen Teddy yet, nor have we seen Rodeo. Rodeo is the other villager that I need. And at this point, since I'm at the hour and 41 minute mark of the stream, if for some reason I did see Rodeo instead of Teddy, I would just take him. And I would still consider it a successful hunt. Ideally, though, I would still really like to see Teddy. How many songs are left? Because sometimes I worry that the playlist is going to end it too soon. No, yeah, we're good. There's plenty of songs left. I don't think I'm going to need to go and get more tickets. I do have more at the house for some reason if I do need them. I don't think I'll need to go back. Gotta go hope to find Teddy. Thank you for being here, Molly. I appreciate you. I think I'll probably just go through all of the tickets, and then I would probably just go after that. Here's where I kind of go there. It's better. Wait, what happened to it? Was it like lagging or anything or something? Or was it like not responding to you pressing buttons? I have not seen Lolly yet, but given I don't really need her for this island. I do have her amiibo though, I'm pretty sure. Oh, just was unresponsive? Okay. That's still really worrying though. If it keeps doing that, you might end up needing to get new Joy-Cons. But hopefully it doesn't happen because Joy-Cons are unfortunately kind of pricey. So no, you're good. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. At this point, this wire won't stop going behind me, so it's just gonna have to stay there now. I'm gonna go check my amiibos. You should, if you want to. I know my Joy-Con decides to not respond and thinks that it's not connected. You remember when I said that my first set of Joy-Cons had terrible drift? It was so bad. Like, I remember I would sit down and try to film videos sometimes, and I would need my character to be like standing completely still at times, and I would not be even touching the Joy-Cons at all, and my character would randomly like spin in a circle and then run backwards, and it was really scary and it was really weird. And this made filming and streaming a lot harder. do I have left? I have 7 left, okay. Ice cream or cake? I'm gonna say ice cream, but I do still like both. Yeah, there's like barely any water left in there, but I will be good until the end of the stream. It's okay. It's all good. Technically what Max is saying, that counts as an answer because ice cream cake is not just 2 separate things, it's a type of cake, so you could technically have both if you choose that as an option. If there's a way to villager hunt in the next hypothetical Animal Crossing game, I hope that there's an option where we can just, once you get to a mystery round, you can go to another one just directly through Wilbur, because he flies the planes anyways. Or if they change what the NPCs that do the airport, same idea. Like, I hope that that's a thing in the next hypothetical Animal Crossing game. Hello, Gail. Welcome back from your lurk. Sasha, hello! He's literally so cute, but we are not taking him because he is not Teddy or Rodeo. Yeah, Megs really did beat the system. I didn't even think to say that. Ice cream cake is the best cake. I think I had this as my cake for my 20th birthday, I think. But I had Oreo ice cream cake and it was amazing. Sasha's amazing. He's adorable. He is fashionable. Sasha, my baby. I love that just it's immediate Sasha love in the chat. We love to see it. Part of me wants to press the buttons a lot faster to zoom through the dialogue a bit more, and I would, but I don't think I should, because whenever I do that, I tend to press the wrong buttons. Sasha's awesome. Thankfully, I have his amiibo because his house and character design don't fit my present island. I don't have any of the amiibo cards for the newer villagers, but it's just because I don't go out of my way to buy them, because the only ones that I have were a gift from Ben. I feel bad when he first got added. I thought he was a girl. Admittedly, I did too, but I think it's because the name Sasha is considered, like, feminine. But technically speaking, a name doesn't necessarily have a gender, because, like, anybody could have any name. Does that make sense? It's okay, bird brain, we all make mistakes. I have theory, parents are totally different being when I look for something, my parents look for 1 second, they find it in 1 second. Same, like if I lose something, I feel like it takes me a millennia to find it if I find it at all, but if I, for some reason, mention it to my mom, she finds it almost instantly. Hope if they have a mystery areas on the next Animal Crossing, they give us the option to head from the next one without flying all the way back over to your own town. So it seems like that's exactly what I was saying. It's gonna be so wonderful if they do that, especially because you know how, for instance, like with Sabotage League, if that kind of a challenge is implemented by somebody, like by Nintendo Talk, in the next hypothetical Animal Crossing game, it would make that kind of challenge so much easier. Hold on, I have to sneeze and I don't want to, hold on. Never mind, it went away. The reason I was going to mute the mic, it's kind of gross, but I heard that sometimes people will clip streamers doing things like sneezing on stream and make compilations about it, like in a very creepy way. I'm not going to further elaborate because it makes me kind of uncomfortable to talk about, but hopefully you get what I mean. So that's why I was going to mute myself, but the sneeze went away. I did too. Sasha, usually gender neutral name, but a lot of people think it's more feminine. I do feel like it can be a bit more feminine, but overall I feel like any name could be used for anybody of any gender. If I list something, I would probably find her a year later. Well, you'd find who a year later? I really thought because of his design. That was mainly what made me think that too. This banana chocolate brownie. Have any of you ever tried putting peanut butter on your brownies whenever you bake them? Because it's so good. It's so good. Like, you just melt down some peanut butter where it's like not as thick, and then you drizzle it on top of the brownie batter. I'm not gonna be opening gates today. I'm sorry, because I'm villager hunting, so I'm not opening gates, but welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think since I'm kind of sort of approaching the end anyways, I'm just going to use up the rest of these tickets and then I'll go. I've had Biscoff on brownies and it's amazing. I don't think I know what that is, but I feel like I've heard of it. Where can I play with you? What is your favorite character from this randomly generated string? Quinn, Azalea, Sasha, Shino, Petrie, and Harvey. They are my first 6 amiibos. I'm gonna say Quinn just because I feel like she like her colors are the Bi Pride flag colors, and I love that for her. And I'm also villager hunting. By the way, have you seen any repeat villagers? I feel like I've seen some. The main one that I remember though is I've seen Rocket a few times. Aside from that, I feel like I haven't seen too many repeats. Yeah, I'm villager hunting and I'm not opening gates today. I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah, I say that about her because, I mean, to be fair, she does have the Bi Pride flag colors. And then I chose her aside from that reason because I happen to be bi and I just, in my mind, she's a bi queen. Sheena, can I play through Currency? No repeats yet. Wait, you found Barreled? Barreled's kind of grown on me. I used to not really like him, but I low-key kind of like him now. I'm double resetting for the Twin Islands. So you're resetting like on both switches at the same time. I feel like I wouldn't be able to focus that much. Like I feel like I'd have to focus on one switch at a time. Gotta wait, Tintin. No worries. I hope your food is good. I was just checking the playlist again, and thankfully there are still a few songs left. Because I always get so worried that a playlist is going to end too early, and then it's going to start playing a random song that can get me copyrighted. Yes, and we'll switch at the same time. Are you like ambidextrous where you can use like both hands to do things like writing or using them both as a dominant hand? Because if so, I feel like that'd make it really easy to do both switches at the same time. Enjoy your dinner. I hope it's good. I'm definitely just having more of that soup later, but it's okay because it's like when soup in general, I feel like is a big comfort meal for me. Hello, Caitlin. Welcome to the stream. I'm ambidextrous. I briefly was as a kid, but I'm not anymore. Now I'm just right-handed. The way that I thought that Plucky was Pietro for a second, Okay, we have 1 ticket left. I love soup too. Soup is amazing. I must well I can use both hands. I believe the term for that is ambidextrous. What is your favorite song? Mine is Remind Me of You by the Kid Leroy. I would have a really, really hard time picking a favorite, so if you don't mind, I can just list a few that I really, really love. I would say for some of those, Vienna by Billy Joel, Silver Springs by Fleetwood Mac, Semi-Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind. Like, I like those songs a lot, but there's a lot more that I love too. But I prefer left hand. I remember when I was ambidextrous as a kid, I could use both, but I preferred my right hand. Forcing this more than one, well, thank you. Because I feel like for something like that, it's insanely difficult to pick just one. I used to be ambidextrous when I was very young, but then I migrated to being a left-handed human. Same, but instead of left-handed, I went to just being only like being right-handed. So this is our last island, everybody. I honestly don't know who I think it'll be, but we'll find out. We will find out together. Okay, we did not find anybody today. I don't even remember who that is, actually. It's one of the mouse villagers. Thank you for the teddy vibes. I unfortunately did not find him. I am going to go ahead and search for a raid link, though, if you want to sit tight for a second. Okay, I did just find somebody's stream. Let me just make sure that they're not ending soon, because sometimes that does happen where we raid and then they're ending kind of soon. Hold on. Okay, no, I think that we're good. I think we're good. Okay. Just copy the link. Thank you for waiting. I appreciate it. Oh, for a second I saw the raid message. I was like, wait, is somebody raiding me? But it was just the Lexi and Star. I got confused. But this is the link to Becklin Gaming. She is currently doing a scavenger hunt and Animal Crossing collab with another streamer. So I will send you guys that link right now. Just send that a few times. Okay, that should be good. The raid command, as always. All right, everybody, thank you so much for coming to my stream. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing. I did post a new video today, and I don't think the algorithm is showing it very much, so if you wouldn't mind checking it out, I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time for another live stream. Bye, everybody!